Okay, look at here, look at here. I had said the wrong date on the other video, so now I had to fix it. So let's go. Welcome back to Quantum CQ on March the 4th, 2026. Hello, my kings and queens, and I cannot forget my amazing princes and princesses in training. Every time that you look in that mirror, tell yourself, I feel good all over because you are here, you are shining, and that greatness is already yours. Amen. I hope everyone has been enjoying their week. As you can see, it is time for me to go to bed. Now take a moment to like, subscribe, because I want to hear the real you. Now, let's get into my perspective, my CQ sense, my take on life. As I go deeper into my journey of understanding self and the Creator, I begin to recognize patterns in the people I once separated myself from. Back then, I didn't understand how energy worked. We hear people say that the spirit of a parent, sibling, friend, or a lover can show up in someone new. But we rarely notice it until we are already entangled with it. It feels like waking up to deja vu every day. You try moving differently, yet somehow you end up reliving the same emotional experiences in different people. Do you know how draining it is to encounter friends and partners who embody the unresolved energy of your parent? That's when you have to step back and examine yourself completely. Time loops just don't happen for no reason. It's like a painter who can't see the flaws of their own work because they're too close to the canvas. Only by stepping back can the full picture become clearer. When I was very young, I noticed something unusual. Whenever I wanted to see my older brother DW, all I had to do was focus on him intensely or call his name inside of my head. Somehow, he would always appear either at the house or outside of my school. I didn't understand what that meant. I only knew it happened. And when I told him, instead of explaining synchronicities to a child, he became angry and said, "Never tell anyone." How are we supposed to understand ourselves if family and society silence what they don't understand? How do we explain to our children that they may inherit the very same spiritual sensitivities we were once told to silence? How do we guide them when they begin seeing, feeling, or knowing things they can't fully explain? Do we protect their gifts, or do we pass down the same fears that was handed to us? If they come to us whispering about dreams that feel too real, about patterns they can't ignore, about energy they sense in a room before anyone speaks? Will we listen? Or will we teach them to doubt themselves the way we were taught? Because what we call spiritual talents may actually be awareness. And awareness, when nurtured, becomes discernment. When suppressed, it becomes confusion. The question isn't whether they will inherit it. The question is whether we will be strong enough to help them navigate through it. When I was 15 or 16, I told a boy I was dating that I would have 3 children. Before I met him, I had reoccurring dreams of children, but I could never clearly see the fathers' faces. I only knew there were 2 different male presents. After we started dating, the dreams stopped. It's interesting to me how people can label those who sense future events as crazy. Yet, when those events unfold, they're suddenly seen as dangerous. Today, I have 3 children with 2 different fathers. The truth I spoke back then was my reality. I'm also the same person who warned that boy some of his friends and family would eventually turn on him. So let me ask this. Are you saying Jesus Christ was crazy when he told the Apostle Peter, "You will deny me 3 times," in Matthew 26:69-75? Did it not happen exactly as he said? So he was dangerous to go when my son was an infant. He struggled with digesting formulas and certain juices. He would break out in rashes around his mouth. I knew something wasn't right. I remembered reading in a home remedy book that if you boiled garlic and onion into a tea, that could soothe the stomach. And it supports digestion, colds, respiratory issues, and inflammation. But his father and his family accused me of practicing voodoo, like I was going to harm my own child. When we took our son to the doctor, we learned he did in fact have allergies. But the heartbreaking part, right in front of the doctor who specifically said, "Do not give him apple juice," his father gave our son the juice anyways, dismissing the warning. Sometimes people are more committed to being right than being responsible. This was also the same person I had warned about certain events that would take place in our children's future. Again, I wasn't heard. Many of us can walk into a room and feel that the energy is just off. Sometimes we can explain it, other times we can't. Just because the divine doesn't reveal certain things to everyone doesn't mean you have the right to perceive someone as evil. And it certainly doesn't justify mistreating them. The people you lie on, reject, or misunderstand may be the very person placed in your life to help you free generational patterns. When you push them away out of fear or ego, it's just like you telling Jehovah, I don't want the help I prayed for. Hey, like, subscribe, and share the video. And remember, always enjoy your day, because I'm always going to enjoy mine. Until next time.